Well, hello there. How are you doing tonight? This is Michelle Green and the Kbbu team. Please excuse some of our coaches that couldn't make it tonight, but we do have some elite coaches here, Mr. Preston and Coach Yoshi. Hey! Welcome to Kingdom Builders Business University behind the scenes. So tonight we just had class, and I'm not going to talk too much because I've been talking. I've been talking all night long. And if this is your first time watching us, what we are is a business university, and we provide weekly virtual sessions for entrepreneurs that are elite entrepreneurs, what we call elite entrepreneurs. And they are very special individuals that are going from a 5 to 6 figure and 6 to 7 figure income that we're teaching about how to set up their business. So tonight we talked about what did we talk about? We talked about the namesake, which I'm not going to get into that because that's for them, but we'll just call it business positions. How about that? Let's
Yes,
call it
indeed.
business positions, y'all. So, Coach Yossi, Coach Preston, what y'all want to say about tonight's class? What can we do to give the tips to the audience for those who are watching?
Call that 1-800 number in the bottom. No,
Real. Yeah.
uh,
Oh my
man,
goodness! Oh
not,
my goodness, you are
not like
funny.
not like. But today is always one of my favorite classes because this is when I remember when I first took the class. Like on this day, this is when I was like when you because you drop so much knowledge on the first day. You know what I'm saying? It goes in deep. It's warm welcome. You know what I'm saying? Second day, you know what I'm saying? We put our steel toe boots on, our hard hats, and we go in.
Yeah.
And like and so but like it was just the second day, that second day always taught me truly understand business. That's when that was the beginning of my business talk, learning business lingo. You know what I'm saying? Learning the business
Ooh.
language to me. You know what I'm saying? So like as a kid learning the alphabet. You know what I mean? You gotta learn the alphabet before you can put words together and then before you can be able to make sentences, paragraphs, stories, and then we got theses or whatever it goes. However it goes on.
Okay.
But you know, and like, but that's how it was for me. Like it was like because I never understood them acronyms. You know what I'm saying? You see on my name, I'm a CEO, baby. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
you
that's
know what I'm
right,
saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, you
CEO
know
in the
what I'm saying?
house.
Like, I never knew what that meant, like on the point of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew like being in the boss and stuff, but you got the CEO, CFO and all that. But you know what I'm saying? I always been connected into ministry. You know what I'm saying? I'm a minister myself, so I always been connected linked there. So I understand the fivefold ministry. I understand apostle, evangelist, you know, some prophets there. I understand their positions and their part. And so then when you do the comparison, the contrast, and together, when you bring them in together and break it down, like I was like, I get it. I know what a treasurer is. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's when it first, you know what I'm saying, go on it. So that's when that light bulb really was lit for me. And I was like yo, I'm a business owner. I understand this stuff. I'm the captain now. You know, it's like,
Yes.
Mhm.
Come on now. Come on through. Come on through. I love it.
so that's how it was for me, like on that part today. And like I said, definitely like, and I guess the most touching part for me, you know what I'm saying, was just to break down like the family part because like I
Oh.
feel like that a lot of people can't understand it in related time. I mean, it was a person once said that most men have that's why most women be in church and talk because it's easier for a woman to get in church and understand her relationship with the heavenly father than it is to most men because most men only have a relationship with their earthly father. So like you know what I'm
Oh.
saying? So because of that, it makes it hard to understand the order of stuff, the things on that part of that because it makes it a sensitive type of a situation and stuff. And most women become, even if they don't have their dating life, they long for a daddy's girl. Like so that father can the heavenly father can easily fill that void. So when you looking at it and stuff, and some people don't have the dynamics and stuff, understanding family, you broke down things that ain't been taught in a long time. Like you bringing down the Betty Wright song. I thought it was no pain, no gain out here. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the old school when order and everything mattered. You know what I mean? Of that part. So I think that was some part of powerful, beautiful of me on that.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow.
That's
Come
good
on
stuff.
in, Preston. Come on in. I hear
I'm,
you.
I'm, I'm gonna give you the P's. Start with Preston. I'm gonna say you got pecking orders, you got prioritization, you got precedence. You know, that's what I got from that. Positioning, protocols, because every position that you named off has all of those, has a pecking order, the precedence, the positioning in the company, in the organization, in business, priorities, But you also got to understand, like when you went down lower in the list, Jojo, when you went down lower in the list, that didn't make them, that didn't diminish their importance, right? Because there's a whole lot of CEOs can't do what the salesmen do, right?
Correct.
And then but it's a precedence for that. And like I said, when I was talking in the lesson, maybe that CEO worked himself up from a salesman. So he or she is going to know that position, but that's not their precedence. That's not their priority. So you got to
Yes.
have all the moving parts. And then like sole proprietors like me, I got to be able to compartmentalize. I got to know when to be a CEO, when to be a sales manager, when to be operations. And it's not like I have to stop and pause and focus and concentrate. It's got to be seamless. So that's the kind of stuff we talked about tonight. And like I said before we came on the live, we have our little conversations. There was a lot of people that looked, and it's not in a bad way. So if you're watching who's in class, this is a compliment. This is not, a condemnation. Y'all look kind of awestruck. A couple of things she said, you see the eyebrows kind of go up like this. And it's not that you didn't know it. It was just she made it a realization of what you were doing. Like it's like to say you put the puzzle pieces together. Like I was talking about before. Some of y'all puzzle pieces still face down on the mat, can't find the corners. Trying to find the edges. Tonight, that was you putting the framework together.
Yes.
So that's the things that I see. I might be sitting here. I might be looking left, looking right, talking to a kid behind me. I might make the little whimsical comment, but trust and believe, y'all, I'm paying attention, right? I'm learning, you know, providing guidance. So it's all encompassing. And like Coach Yoshi said, that 800 number at the bottom, it do some beautiful things for you. You might want to dial it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so basically, go ahead. Go ahead, Coach Yoshi.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my alley oop off of Preston like how he be doing. You know what I'm saying? Slam duck out the backboard. See, look, dang, I'm gonna say that and lie the whole line, lost my whole mind of thought on that part. Go ahead, John, because it was something he said they connect with me on that part that I was wanting to bring up. But go ahead.
Precedence, package.
What was he saying? He said with the PPP, then it was something else.
The pecking order, the precedence, the priorities, the precedent. What else did I say? Positioning too. Positioning and pecking order. It can be one and the same.
All right, so you was talking about like a person position and like from CEO from entry level. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, both of them is very important. You know what I'm saying? It don't make one less the other one because you can't be a CEO if you ain't got no entry. You know what I'm saying? So like you got at the end of the day, they both value each other. But
yes,
and it made me think of a part like when it comes to checkers, I'm an amazing checker player. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? Connect four, I'm good at it. But I'm good at those games. But when it comes to chess, I don't know how to play. It's because I don't understand the position of the pieces.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's
say the
good
movements and the positioning, that's a real good one.
I'm glad we brought that back.
Really
We had to bring it back. We had to bring it back. I'm glad we did. Teamwork. See my family.
Yes.
So when it comes to like when the checkers, like I'm good at it because I know every piece does the same thing. I know what my piece does is different. It ain't nothing different. I just know the rules. So once I know my rules, I stay in my line. And so then now I can strategize. I can master the gift and master the art. But if I don't understand the pieces and the position on the board, then how can I strategize? Because I don't know what a person do. So now I can't even make a mastermind. I'm waiting to move off this next person and try to move like another person instead of moving like a kingdom person myself. So once we learn the pieces on the chessboard, it ain't nothing for us to be able to strategize So we know we got the pawns, and they're just important as
Yes.
anything else because they protecting the queen and the king is what our job is to do. So, but without knowing these positions, I don't know how a Brook's supposed to move. I don't know how a Knight's supposed to move and everything on that part. And that always been my death. So when you said that, I was like, it's dope because it's very important for us to understand. A lot of times we fail because we don't have the language or the lingo. You know what I'm saying? A mechanic, like I'm an electrician, and I could be sitting there talking to a mechanic, and he got me lost. But when we start talking about wiring, I start talking about 120-volt amps, 30 regs, all that. When I start talking my talk, and I get in my bag, he lost. It is, you know what I'm saying? And it's because each thing has a language. As an electrician, I had to learn my language. When I go to the supply house, they laugh at me now because I've been doing so long and I'm good friends with everybody. But they know I can mess something up. I'm country now. I'm telling you, my my grandma taught me one thing. My grandma did. I took from my grandma is I make a word up. You know what I'm saying? Like confounded was my grandma's favorite word. I don't know what that is to this day, but she'll say it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like must be like dang on or something. But like, and I'm the same way. So now I gotta go in this place and I gotta ask for these parts, the builder stuff, and like. And like you know what I'm saying, and I don't be knowing the name of stuff, so I have to describe it to a thing. So what I did with me, because it wasn't taught, it wasn't pushed on me as much to learn the lingo. It was pushed on me to go do the job. He tell me what to go get, and I know what it is, and I go get it. So when I'm talking to my guys, when I hear them say something, I could be talking about switches, but they'll say they got a receptacle, but they got a switch. Even though they got what is right, what I asked for, I have to stop them, I correct them right there because you got to learn this language. And that's what it's about. It's like we got to learn the language. Try to live in Mexico and don't know no Spanish. Try to go to any country with a different language and try to provide. After time, you either gonna learn that language or you gonna fade away. You gonna have to learn like how you gonna say bathroom, water, the necessity things that you need. So if we got a
Yes.
business, how can we say? How can we talk about the necessity things that we need in a business if we don't even understand the language and the positions and the parts of it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Let
is
me let me
rich.
take that no look pass that he just threw to me when he talking about chess, right? Let me take that no look pass. I was like, wow, that was deep. Because like what you said with chess, even a pawn can become a king. You
Come
know,
on,
Oh, okay.
right? Yeah. If
come
you
on.
like say if you got that pawn, like if you use his chess analogy, if you skillfully maneuver yourself, you can maneuver yourself into being a king, a CEO, a
Wow.
CFO, right? So don't get so caught up in your position that you think that's your ceiling, you know.
Yeah,
And then, like you said, the languages, the nuances, you know, the patterns. You also said something too with I'm still on that chest. Like you can't be reactive in business. You got to be proactive, right?
Yes.
You can't wait for somebody to hand you. Oh, I'm gonna take y'all back to my military. I went to two different schools in the military that were 2 grades above my level because I went out and I asked for them. I was like, all you can tell me is no. And they sent me to two schools from Germany, right?
Okay.
The primary leadership course and the basic, NCO course. Those schools were just above and beyond. And I walked up and said, I want to go. I said, I see too many people waiting for something to get handed to them. I'm going to get mine. Right?
Hey, Sade, Launchpad Pro in the house.
Yeah. So
Hey.
if you know what you got, but see, I'm guilty of one thing. I believe eventually is a day of the week, and I'll be trying to do too much stuff eventually instead of doing it Monday through Friday. So I gotta stop doing that myself. So I'll be self-confessed. I have so many things, so many different skewers in the fire. Mess around, burn my hand. Be doing too much, right?
yeah,
Yeah, but
So yeah,
see, if you're watching us for the first time, what we are doing is discussing what we talked about tonight in our business university course, and that was business positions for you guys. Now we call it something else, but we're going to give it to you from this angle. So we're talking about basically your positions. When you open up a business and you think about your position as CEO, do you think about any other position? Are you thinking about the different titles and duties of the people who are coming into your organization and what it is that you need to know about every position that is available? Are you thinking about that you're not always going to be the only person that's in your organization working? And if you aren't the only person in the organization that's working, then who else and what else do you need? Do you understand the titles? Do you understand the levels, the tiers when it comes to an organization's hierarchy? Do you understand who it is that you're supposed to be bringing into your company to allow your business to excel? You know, one of my mentors said that when you think about an employee, when you think about somebody that's coming into your company to expand it, you want to think about your company doubling whatever it's earning right now. You don't want to think about a person coming into your organization as, oh my God, I got to pay them. You want to think about giving them privileges and benefits so they can take your business to the next tier. And the more people you hire, the better your company is going to be able to sustain itself and support itself with the people who are working in the different positions. But if we are in business and we're bringing in people and we don't even have a an awareness of a title or a duty, if we don't know anything about the reputation of a COO or a supervisor or a manager or a officer, if we are confused by these terms that we see on the paper when we're filling out our paperwork to become a legit business, like when we go before the different people that we have to go to, and I ain't gonna say who they are because then I'll be giving away my courses, but I ain't getting ready to do that. But whenever you establish your organization and you go to these different places to get your company in place, and no, it's not just about going to get an EIN number, okay? But when you go to these different places, what happens is they have to identify your position and they have to identify the people that are with you position. So if they don't have any definition of who these other people that are a part of your company are, and if you don't have anybody, then who you going to put on the paper? See, at KBBU, what we do is we teach you that you need people. We teach you and help you to understand how to fit people into your organization. We show you exactly what it is that you need to do as far as forming your family tree in business. That's what we do. Okay. And so tonight we talked about this family tree. We have to start with our own personal life in order for us to expand into a business life. Because that's the order. That's how everything begins. It begins with the family tree. And then everything else is underneath that umbrella. And the family tree shows us there are different tiers to it. What is your grandparents and your parents' position versus a child's position versus an auntie or uncle or a cousin position? Do we even know, or we just know that we got family members? Has it been a thought that crossed our minds even that these are people that represent a certain tier or certain duty, a certain title that are showing us the structure of our organizations? Are we even thinking about that? No, we aren't. So at KBBU, what do? We teach that. And that's what Preston and Yoshi is talking about tonight. We're all speaking the language of, do you know what the positions are supposed to be of your company? Is that
Yes.
something you ever even considered? And I love the analogy of the chessboard. Like that is so, ooh, that is so rich. I'm gonna go and learn. I'm gonna go learn some chess. That's what I'm about to go do.
Yeah.
Because that inspired me because that's exactly where it comes from. It comes from knowing your position, knowing the duties, and not just frivolously doing things here and there and thinking that, okay, well, that's a part of my family, that's a part of my organization, but I don't really know what they're supposed to be doing every day. And I don't have the respect for the duties. I don't have respect for the skill, the gift, the talent. So I'm gonna go and learn some chess. Thank you, Coach Yoshi. I appreciate that.
I'm
That's
with you.
that dude right
I'm
there.
gonna learn. I'm gonna learn it too. So next graduation, we can sit down on the cruise top of the boat. You know what I'm saying? We can sit out there and play under the sun, like you know what I mean. Because I'm gonna learn that thing too. I'm definitely gonna do that.
I got some more for y'all, some little whimsical anecdotes here. For all of y'all that think y'all leaders out there, if you out there calling yourself leading and you turn around, ain't nobody following, you's out there taking a walk. All right.
Oh, that's what
And
I'm trying to
another
say.
another one is like you got to understand this too when it comes to your businesses, the people that have to work for you should want to work for you, right? They should
Yes.
be there for a progression, not just a paycheck. The paycheck is the end result, and we ain't gonna downplay that, but they should be there for the progression. All right. You should not
Yes.
be scared of losing an employee to progression. You
Nope.
should, matter of fact,
Yes.
that should be a moment of celebration, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we used to say you should be able to teach somebody to do your job better.
Yeah.
Don't work it. Yeah, work your way out of work, right? Work
Yes.
your way up
Yes.
to those CEO, those CFOs, those operating positions, right?
The officers.
Exactly.
Yes. The
Work your way up to that.
directors. The
But I also add
founders.
this too. Don't forget where you came from, and actually bring some people with you, right?
That part.
Yeah, you got to be all encompassing. Like I said, what you taught tonight, when I call it the Mad Hatter, because you got all those different positions, right? You got to know how to maintain work. You some of them, like you say, you can have some subject matter expertise, but if you're the boss,
Yes.
you got to be the boss, right?
There we go. Come
Yeah,
on now, Coach
just not
Preston.
not not by title. I had a friend, his dog was named Boss. That didn't make him lead nothing. That's just a cool name to have for him, right?
Yes, we got to take these roles. We got to take them
Yes,
serious. We got to know what it is that we're doing as business owners. And that's what we teach you at KBBU. If you have not signed up for KBBU before, you're taking a look at us for the very first time, listen, we're going to teach you everything from the rooter to the tutor. If you don't know what that is, then go ahead and dial that number. Okay? So the rooter to the tutor, we're going to show you all things business. This is a business education, and this is continual education. We have a undergraduate class that we just came out of that is once a week. And if you want to sign up, there is still time. There is still time for you to come to the undergraduate course that is going to run from now until June. I think it's the 4th that we will be graduating. So, if you're interested in learning about how to run your organization correctly, if you're interested in learning about how to get your business funded, if you're trying to figure out like what to choose, a LLC or a corporation or S corp, those are the kind of answers that we have. We have the solutions to every single business question that is out there. So if you're looking for a solution, if you're trying to get educated and you want continual education, then KBBU is the place for you. Yes, it is. And for our KBBU alumni, we even have a master's class. Ain't that right?
yes, we do.
Hey,
Yes, we
you
do.
do.
So that means that even though these are my coaches in here, the KBBU team, Coach Preston, Coach Yoshi, Coach Tina, Coach Dr. Mary, and Coach Doris. Listen, the coaches are in their own classes called the Masters, VIP Masters class. So they get to continue their education. And if you are just someone that want to take it, privately, one-on-one, we have that too. So every problem that you can think of, we have a solution for you today. Go ahead and dial that number, 855 KBBU LLC. You can also go to our website, it's www.kbbullc.com, or you can email us at info@kbbullc.com. You can also, like I said, you can just make a comment in the notes right here. I just want to give a quick shout out to one of our students that was in class tonight. Miss Sade, she was saying that she just called her aunt after the call to address the roles in the family. I know that's right, Sade. Let's go. You better let your family know what your position is and what their position is. And she also said, I want to learn how to play chess as well. I love that. Come on, girl. We can learn together with Coach Yoshi. Now,
Hey,
Preston, I guess you're going to have to be responsible for teaching us these positions and roles because we don't know nothing about that.
Where my thumbs at? There you go. I'm looking for my thumbs. Two thumbs up. There you
Hey,
go.
hey, that's what I'm talking about. But
Also, for
yes,
anybody that's out there, that barcode worked too. I was just playing with it. That barcode works very nicely. Yes, it does. Take you right to the KBBU.
go
So,
ahead, snap
so
that
you got
capture.
so many avenues and so many ways to come on into the fold here. So
I,
make
I
it
want
happen.
I want to give one more little nugget. We don't give too many nuggets of our of the greatness that we talk about in class. But I wanted to give one more nugget because it kind of goes into what you were saying too as well, Preston, when you was talking about like, you know what I'm saying, about a leader and a dog trying to be a leader and not. It's like we learned about family and everything, but and one of the things we talked about today was like reputation and the different levels of reputations and what can help build your reputation and what gains your reputation. And I think that that's a definitely in as important way as well, because we got to ask ourselves, so if we looking at the monarchy, we looking at the system of life and everything, if we a king or queen, what type of king or queen do you want to be? And you got to
Ooh.
ask yourself that, like, because you got some kings who people are inspired to follow, and then you got some
Ooh.
kings who are dictative and people just follow just because of that part of their position. Those people that, you know what I'm saying, that's the difference of, you got your dictator type ship kings, and but you got the kings that was an inspiration. So what type of a boss or type of a leader you gonna be? Because a true leader inspires people to go work hard and stuff on that part. Like when I talk with my guys and I give them stuff, I'm hard on them when I need to be hard on them. But they respect my hardness, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, when they get an attaboy, I give them an attaboy. I talk to them and I build with them. I lead with them guys because I believe in them. I know they won't all be with me forever, you know what I'm saying? My son probably will run the business, you know what I'm saying? But I'm teaching them, I'm teaching them to learn how to get licensed and become yourself, because I'm not
Yes.
afraid. I feel like, and that's one of the biggest things I found church hurt before, because you find it more into the ministry. Because when a minister or a pastor see a young man with a zeal and an anointing upon his life, he tries to bottle that anointing and zeal to use for his benefit, to be his own seasoning upon his own food, instead
Yes.
of allowing that man to prepare to be a dinner and a meal to feed thousands. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me doing that, I'm going. That was deep. The father see. That was deep. When he
Yeah, it
talk,
was.
he
That
was
was a
talking.
bar.
He
Yes, it
talk,
was. That was deep.
he'll take a person greatness and try to bottle it up to use as his own seasoning, the seasoned food, instead of allowing that mug to grow and nurture and help him develop, that he can become a restaurant, he can feed millions. So instead of that, so that's why most people have a type of a mind thing, like a crab in a barrel type of effect, because we too busy want to pull another person down to go. I can tell you my information, if you become greater than me, that's cool.
That's
You
a
know what I'm saying? Like,
blessing.
but the thing about it, I can understand the human nature in us and our flesh might make us feel away, but know that you did something greater on that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't sit back and look at a situation like, I don't want this person to be better because it's too much money out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much
Yes, it
money out here.
is.
It's too much, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it even took time with me and my uncle to understand it, because my uncle's a master electrician. He has his own company. It's who I learned from. You know what I'm saying? It took a time for us to understand and respect on the thing. So now we talk daily about the stuff. Like, if he got a job and he need extra stuff, he be like, hey, I got this going on. You know what I'm saying? Can you bring your guys over? You know what I'm saying? If my work late, I'll be like, hey, if I'm late, I'm going to send my light work today. I'm going to do office. I'm going to send my guys to you. Or if I'm stuck on something, I need something, I call him like, hey, can you pull up? Can you come over here and do that stuff? Because it's about building. There's too much money, too much stuff going on for us to feel like I'm only gonna tell you a little bit. Imagine what position we'll be in if Michelle say, I only want to teach y'all a little bit of knowledge of business because I'm
Oh,
afraid that y'all gonna be better. You know what I'm saying? But instead, she look at, if you better, that's a reflection of the Father using me.
that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And that's what the growth supposed to be. So, and that's a reputation that you want to
That's
have.
a
You want to be.
reputation.
That's a reputation. You want to be. So when I ask myself what type of king, I want to be a king that's going to inspire. My reputation, when they hear about me, they're gonna be feel led to come meet me and follow with me. You know what I'm saying?
Booyah!
That's where I'm at. That's a little part.
Booyah! I know that's
Mm-mm-mm.
right.
What
Hey,
Yoshi just said?
Cornell!
Yoshi said instead of being anointed in
Cornell,
glory, they trying to be glory hounds, huh? I got you. I got you.
my brother,
Hey,
come
Cornell in the
on
house!
in.
Hey!
That's that
Yes, we
dude right
miss you,
there.
man. We
Coach
miss
C,
you.
Coach C, I don't care, Coach C. Gang for
Yes.
life. DIE.
Okay. Well, one of the other subjects we talked about tonight, as they are saying, guys, is we were talking about honor. We were talking about love, respect. You know, how does God sustain us and how can we represent his character in the kingdom? How can we represent his image and his likeness in the kingdom? How, as people who are believers and trusting that, we're doing things the right way, how can we reflect his reputation when we are exercising our positions in the world? Like, how do we do that? Those are the kind of things that we answer, and that's what we have been discussing tonight. And I just really want to thank all of you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Make sure that you have hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you like and tell a friend. If you know somebody that's an entrepreneur and they are struggling, especially now, because with everything that's coming down the pipeline, baby, you need to be a business owner because that's what the benefits are. Okay, I'm telling you right now. But anyway, if you're not a business owner and you know somebody who wants to be one, definitely share this number with them, 855 KBBU LLC, or give them the website, www.kbbullc, so that we can get in touch with them and we can talk to them about these kinds of things. Because every single week, we have class and we go all the way in. We don't hold nothing back. Like Coach Yoshi said, we ain't trying to hold nothing back. We want to see you elevate. We want to see you make more money than us. We want to see you go to the next tier. We want to see you bring in the more people. Why? Because that's how it's done in the kingdom. It's enough room for everybody. It's enough money for everybody. It's enough stuff for everybody. We don't have no jealousy and all that foolery. We ain't got none of that up in here. That's not how we do at KBPU, okay? But
Facts.
listen, every Wednesday, set your notifications to watch KBBU behind the scenes so you can get tips on business, entrepreneurship, tips on how to run your business, tips on what your business is all about, things that you may have never learned from anybody from. Because you know, the other people out here, they do want to keep secrets now. They want to be the hush mouth. They don't want to say nothing.
And that's
Okay.
why they make hush money too. Uh-huh.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But yes, thank you all for watching. Until next time, we will see you then. Y'all stay blessed and take care. Bye
Oh
bye.
yeah.